In this video, we're going to discuss amending your group registration and adding merit badges and activities through your group's dashboard. So in the registration video, we discussed registering through the cart. We discussed how to make online credit card payments or how to leave a zero down payment in order to pay in the office and then completing that registration. In this video, we're going to look on the back end of that. After you have registered, you will get an email like a receipt with some links on getting back to your event dashboard for your group. And so, or you can log in anytime through the council website into My Council. This is again is the My Council homepage. And from this, you'll see a couple of options. You'll see My Current Events. And once you've registered for a week, you will see your week here. And this is the button you would use to click in order to make changes to your registration or to schedule your scouts for merit badges. So I'm going to go over here to what says your groups for this event, and you'll click here. And now you're under a group dashboard. So the way My Council is set up, there's always a left-hand bar, and the little dashboard icon has something written beside it so that it tells you that you're now in your group dashboard, and you have your unit information here and your week of summer camp. You'll see your group information. You'll see a financial summary of everything that is due or what balance you have, as well as the contact. You can manage contacts for your group from here. So if you click on this button, you'll be able to go in and you can actually add more contacts. So you would like to have multiple leaders and assistant scoutmasters and things have access so that they can go in at the start date of merit badge registration and add badges for their scouts as well. So by adding a new member here, you can add them as a group contact so that they can have access to this dashboard when they log into My Council. So that is the general tab. Now we'll move over to the members tab. And as you can see, these are the two people that we had registered in our prior video. I have gone to the office as a demo and paid my fake money. And so I have a zero balance. The reason I bring that up is that in order for you to sign up for merit badges and activities on the day that that registration opens, you have to have a zero balance for that scout. So in other words, if 9 of your scouts have paid and their balance is zero, but you have 1 scout who has not paid and that money has not gotten to the office and that balance is not zeroed out, 9 of your scouts will be able to sign up for merit badges, but the unpaid scout will not be able to sign up yet. So you want to be sure that you are keeping track of this and going into your dashboard to see how things are going as far as your payments to make sure everything is down to a zero balance. When you click on a youth, you can go view and you can go in here and see all of their information. So for example, if you put some personal information in wrong or a parent suggested a different telephone number, you can go to their personal information and edit this. You can see that individuals' payment information. You can also see some options here, such as the t-shirt size. So if you forgot to do that in the cart, you can do it at this point. And you'll be able to see the activities of that scout, which we'll go through later. I'll go back to the members tab and mention that you can add new from the dashboard as well. And when you add new, you can see all of those possible options that were available to your cart. So you can add more scouts here and you can do a $0 down payment still, or you can pay by credit card. So all of those things you can do, and it's the exact same process that it looked like in your cart. You can do it from here, from your unit dashboard, and it will add to your balances and things when you do that. Under payments, you'll be able to see payments you have made into the office and when they were received. Any notes of any funny refunds or things like that. There's other things that will be added here that you may be able to see as well. Under tools, you can actually use the email communications to communicate to all the members that you've put into your group. Many of you probably have other better ways of communicating with your scouts, but that is possible. And you can also see a lot of different things to export here under tools, such as your your data, the groups you've entered, many things, the activities that they've signed up for. You can do some report exports and downloads here. So I want to go back to the members tab because we're going to start the process now of it's the day that merit badge registrations have opened, and you are aware that you had to pay all your balances and get your balance down to 0. And now you're ready to go into your unit dashboard and register for merit badges. And the way you'll do that is to go to the view of each of your youth. And under each youth, you'll click into activities and you'll see their schedule. And you'll see a blue add remove activities button here. If you do not see a blue add remove activities, there are a couple of reasons for that. It may not be yet the date or time for the merit badge registration to have begun. So until the actual start time and date for that happens, you won't see any blue button here. It may be that your scout does not have a 0 balance. So as a little test, you'll want to go in and make sure beforehand that everybody is down to a 0 balance. And then the day that merit badge registration opens, you should see this blue button. Once you click on the blue button, now you're at the area where you can select the merit badges and activities for your scouts. Now, I tend to think of things as left to right, but this is sort of a right to left process. So the left side here is the current activities. This is where you'll build the menu for your scout. And off to the right side is where the activities you'll choose from. Any merit badges that have fees, you'll see the fees plainly off to the right side there. So when you select an activity, you'll be able to see the session times. You'll be able to select what session the scout has signed up for or would like to. When you select it, it'll populate into their currently selected activities. Then you can go down. The nice thing about the system, it does not allow for overlaps. So let's say astronomy had been offered session 1 and session 2. Session 1 drops off because this session 1 is taken up with archery. So you'll only see the sessions that are available so that you're not accidentally putting someone in at the same time. And you should continue down, you'll have fewer options because there are fewer sessions available for the other sessions of the day. And you'll continue to select what sessions this scout would like. Chess is its own sort of special session number 5. We'll skip chess. Here's one with session 4, cooking. And so we can see that this particular scout has a schedule now, and he has a couple of fees with archery and cooking associated with it, and none of them overlap. He has the four sessions that he had hoped to get. And then you hit the return button, and you'll be able to see those sessions for that Scouts week. A couple more things to mention about this page. As you see, when you fill out all 4 sessions, chess has its own special 5th session. So that's why it's the only activity that's left. As you see, all the other merit badges have dropped off at this point. But if you did want to change something, perhaps this person was not going to choose archery after all you do is click on it, hit the remove button, and then all the merit badges and activities that show up for session 1, you can select now. So now we can select a different, and hit select, brings it into this schedule. And now you can see in alphabetical order this person's schedule, and you can see the archery fee has dropped off and he only has the cooking fee at this point. I'm going to go back for the purpose of this video. Go back and choose the archery selection again. But as you can see, it's pretty straightforward to go in and make changes like that from the screen. Back out to the members tab. So we have gone through and we've selected all of our scouts and selected their merit badges. And you can see this particular demo scout had some fees that are now applied. And fees do not count against that problem I was mentioning with the blue button. So if we go in, even though the scout has a fee, it is a different type of fee, so it doesn't affect the blue button. So even though it technically doesn't have a 0 balance, you can still go in and add and remove activities. So we'll go back to the members tab. And I want to show you what you can do under the You Can button at this point. So if you select You Can, when you're on your members information, members list here with all your list of scouts and adults, you can now go to the attendee activity sheet. And now that you have selected an activity for your participants, you can download this. It loads a nice PDF. And so, for example, for this adult, we are not selecting activities, but you'll get a PDF for each scout that you have registered and each adult you've registered. But for every scout where you have their activities, you'll be able to have a printout, a PDF of their actual merit badge schedule for the week. So very quickly, we've been able to create a nice schedule for this scout. Hopefully has a great time at camp this summer. This button, the attendee summary report, you can click here. And if you want to just do the youth, you can. And we can download the summary, and you'll see you get a PDF that's very similar. The difference between the activity sheet and the attendee summary is quite similar. There's just a little more information on the attendee summary, which includes the t-shirt size and any balances that the scout has. So that information is not on the activity sheet. That's a sheet basically just for activities. And there's just a little more information on the summary sheet. So just some nice forms that you have access to that way. So in review, your group dashboard, which again, we see group and we see the dashboard icon. It has several ways that you can update information for your group. You can even make credit card payments. So let's say, by the way, that you had paid all your fees down, your summer camp base fees, but now you've signed up for merit badges and now you have a balance for those fees. You can pay those by credit card if you'd like. You can also hold on to those fees and pay them at camp once you know that the scouts have taken all the classes that they want. Sometimes that's a little less messy than getting a bunch of refunds if a scout moves his classes around. But this is a nice place to see that financial summary for your group. You can add other contacts, other leaders to help manage this dashboard. You can click through and see your members. You can add members. You can add their activities and their merit badges. And you can see all the payments that you have made at the office or online when you've made those payments. So that is a summary of how the group dashboard works. We will do another video still yet about what you would use the group dashboard for afterwards to look at completion records and your scouts merit badge progress.